Make sure you bring a sample.
So we are back on the Cincinnati Stingers My League episode here in NBA 2K17. Last episode we went and played another season of the Stingers franchise, yet we did not really play that well at all. As we had a decent season, but our rookies progressed, our players got better, but our season wasn't that great at all. Cincinnati really didn't play out well last season, but we got to bring in our new man, Tyler Ulis. Tyler Ulis, we went and signed him in the free agency in the offseason. Maybe he can go and make a big difference this year, as our team is actually primed actually to have not too bad of a season. We have Tyler Ulis at point guard, 77 overall, great playmaker. We have Shane Wheeler at shooting guard, Jason Tatum at small forward, Pascal at power, and Nerlens Noel at center, Norman Powell as our sixth man, and Jeremy Lin Sandy at backup point guard. Didn't really play out well as his first season, but we finished with a 38-44 record last season. Hoping we'd have a better season next year in this franchise. But starting point guard, obviously Tyler Ulis, I'm really happy to have him on this squad, as he has a pretty good potential, great shooting, great playmaking, exactly what I want in a point guard for this team. But now we're going to start off this year though, start off 1-0, 2-0, we're actually having not too bad, 3-0, and we get some trade offers, obviously James Young. Our actually team is not starting that bad. It's now 5-2, 6-2, 8-3. Our team is not doing that bad. We're second in the Eastern Conference. The Hornets actually having a great year so far, 11-4. But we get a few trade offers now. We're 9-14, 9-13. But it's all because Scalabus here is out for the season with a ruptured left Achilles. He's out for the season. Our starting power forward out for the season, and our backup power forward out for a few weeks. So our power forward position has really hit a big toll here, but it's 18-24. We're making a comeback here. We're winning a lot of games in a row, 7 games at this after we went and beat the Golden State Warriors. Jason Tatum led the team in points there. Obviously, Tyler Ulis, 15 points, 15 assists. That's what I would like out of a point guard with great playmaking. But we're 27-30 to start off this first half of the season. But going to the All-Star break, no All-Stars this season, same old kind of All-Stars. You know, the all superstars in this league. But Shane Wheeler on the elites, which is a pretty good thing to see there, as he had a pretty good year. But right now, most improved player is Tyler Ulis. But look, torn right MCL, 6 to 8 weeks. Our starting point guard is out again, and Jason Tatum's out with a broken left forearm for 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, our team's had so many injuries. Our backups are in. Our starting 5, except Nerlens Noel is out right now, except for Shane Wheeler. So I mean, two players out of the starting 5 still surviving. But 36-41. We're making a comeback at the end of the season, 40-41. But so look at the Pacers, 41-40. And if you go and take a look at the standings here, we're basically screwed. Miami's 40-41. They have better points per game. We're gonna go to the last game to see how it goes. It's cool to see how the last game of the season goes, but right there, we end up losing this one, 113-102 finals. So we lose the last game of the season. We're in the playoffs, but Jason Tatum dropped 34 on the Suns. Nerlens Noel 15 points. Tyler Ulis 8 and 13. He came back at the end of the season, but your Charlotte Hornets was 61-21 record with a starting lineup that looks like that. Andrew Harrison must be the GOAT, I guess. I have no idea. They have Rudy Gobert too, which is not that bad, but there's Eastern Conference after that season. We end up missing the playoffs, which kind of sucks, but our leader in points per game, though, was Shane Wheeler. Obviously, our leader in assists was Tyler Ulis. He dropped so many assists this season. It's going to be great seeing him in the next few years play for the Hornets, but as you can see, Sweetney less in a few categories, as well did Shane Wheeler, as our team had not that bad of a season. We played better than last year in the last 2 years, for that fact of the matter, but it's not good enough to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, as the conference is actually not that bad, I guess, anymore. But going to the playoffs, simulating, we obviously see the Raptors making the semifinals. They lose to the Hornets in 4 games. The Hornets end up winning the NBA championship against the Denver Nuggets in the final. But Nicholas Batum is your finals MVP, but they had Clarkson over there on, I believe, the Nuggets, and not the Nuggets, the Hornets, but the Nuggets, they had Kevin Durant, Jokic, Moutier, Gallinari, Barton, Ibaka, Josh Jackson, and Hernan Gomez. I don't know how they lost that, but they somehow lost it. When it comes to player retirements, though, we do have J.R. Smith, Al Jefferson, you have Joakim Noah on there. So I mean, there's a few All-Stars that were over there in a few previous years, but not really that big of retirements this year. They do have the GOAT, though, Andre Bargnani, played for the Raptors for a number of years. But they also have one of our draft picks, our original draft picks in the expansion draft, Wilson Chandler, on there. He had 16.8 points per game in his first starting season in the Nuggets. Not the Nuggets, the Stingers organization. But going to the new league meetings, we do have a few rules approved. We do have the number of fouls changed before a player fouls up to 5 now, and that's about it. But you're going to draft lottery. We do have a decent lottery odds, I guess. We're 0.6 right there on 13th. We seem like this one, but we're up there, and we move up to 7th place there in the draft lottery. That's crazy. We need a good draft pick here, as this is our new starting staff there for next season. We have really nobody there new, but when it comes to the pre-draft workouts, though, we're looking for a power forward this year, as Scally's is kind of, he's not the greatest, though. We have a good point guard, good shooting guard, good small forward, good center, power is kind of worrying at this point, but there's one man, Lynn Morgan, though, 78 overall, power forward / small forward. He's got good rebounding, good athleticism, and a decent shot over there for a power forward at 6'9", 233 pounds, and 21 years old. But going to the NBA draft this season in 2021, you got to go and pull off something big here in order to go and have a good season next year. Right now, the first overall pick, it belongs to the Sacramento Kings in this franchise. We have their first round pick next year, so it's a great idea if they tank next year. But first overall pick, the small forward, Alfred Starks. So Starks, he's 6'9", 227 pounds for a small forward. Not too bad of a size there for a small forward from Ohio State University. He's 76 overall, 21 years old. The second pick, they're going to select Dwight Guerrero, the point guard, the second overall pick. So the Bucks get a pretty good point guard. They're 5'9", 157 pounds. He's pretty light from San Jose State, but let's see what it was overall, and he's a 75 overall, 21 years old, A+ 3-point shot. But third overall, they trade Kemba Walker to get up here, and they select Javon Erickson, the power forward. So the first power forward selected is not Lynn Morgan, and he is from Clemson, 6'8", 223 pounds of solid steel, but 78 overall, 22 years old, good mid-range shot, good rebounding and IQ. But let's see your 7th overall pick. Let's go and see who's up on the board here for 7th, and Lynn Morgan has dropped to 7th overall here. You know we're going to select. But our 7th pick is Lynn Morgan, though, 6'9", 233 pounds from Central Florida. He's going to make a big difference in our starting lineup. The 29th overall pick, as we do the Raptors' first round pick, we select Lloyd Tinsley. He's not the greatest, but if you look at the draft, in summary, we got Lynn Morgan at 7th overall. He's the last decent player to come out of the draft, so I'm pretty happy about that one. And selecting Lynn Morgan 7th overall at the draft. But this is actually the first draft I've seen in a long time with auto-generating, actually having a good top 5 overall, or even top 7 for that matter. When it comes to players, like all those guys in the top 7 are actually going to be good players in the future, which I'm pretty happy about. But obviously Haley, 77 overall, 21 years old, he's going to the Bulls. And Javon Erickson, no, he's not too bad. Actually, he deserves to be the first power forward selected. But obviously the first overall pick, Alfred Starks, not too bad there. And Dwight Guerrero, a great point guard for the Bucks in the future. But we're only gonna go assign Lynn Morgan, as the rest of our draft picks gonna suck. Options are gonna option Wheeler, Sweetney, and Clancy, because they're having not too bad of seasons last year. But option summary for the NBA, we have nobody major except Jokic, and we're obviously gonna extend a qualifying offer to Jason Tatum for this season. Tatum, we gotta find a way to re-sign him, though. He's gonna be great next season, and we need to find a way. So Jason Tatum, we're gonna try and offer him the max, which is $22.92 million at 5 years. You better select this offer. But next player to re-sign, obviously, is going to be Nerlens Noel, 27 years old, 82 overall. We got to try and give him a decent offer here. So we're going to go and offer him around $24 million for 4 years. It's based on we don't want to re-sign Tatum and Nerlens Noel in the same season. That would suck so bad. But Nerlens Noel, 4 years on that deal. We're going to re-sign Lynn Sanity. And Adebayo hopefully will re-sign, as he's a great player off the bench. Norman Powell, though, he's kind of a tricky offer, though. He is going to be the 6th man, obviously, because we have Shane Wheeler. We're going to go and offer him $16.11 million for 3 years, just based on he was original draft pick from the expansion draft. For the NBA free agency, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo as the best player in the free agency. 85 overall, 26 years old, the small forward. We have Jason Tatum up there for the best potential guy. And we do have Dennis Smith on there. We're going to sign Cole Aldridge to the minimum, CJ Miles to the minimum for 2 years, and Doug McDermott for the minimum for 1 year. So signings, we do have Bam Adebayo accepted another offer, but CJ Miles still up there. We're going to go and pen them just to see how else signs. But we're going to sign Cole Aldridge, Doug McDermott, CJ Miles on there. And the next free agency day, Jason Tatum's still up there. Nerlens Noel only up there with 1 offer, and they're going to go inside with us. We signed both of them, including Lynn Sanity, Norman Powell, and Jake Layman under the cap. So we finally have a complete team here. But Justin Anderson goes, and he's going to go inside the Toronto Raptors. So most of our team's still intact from last year, but we're going to go and obviously sign Archie Goodwin and DeBarris on there too. But Ulysses our point guard for next year, Shane Wheeler at shooting guard, Tatum at small forward, Lynn Morgan at power. We have Nerlens Noel at center, we have Norman Powell at 6th man, Scala Bissier at power forward, and so on. But anyway, getting this episode off right here. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Stingers franchise ball, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.